I have come to a conclusion that uh, we are only at the beginning, that the capacity of the good and bad sides of tech are only just starting. No matter how much it feels like we've been around or the world has changed so much since, say, your first, depending on your age, and I'll date myself. I mean, I paid my first rent by mailing checks and putting stamps on envelopes, and I think that that is, it seems so far removed from where we are now when it comes to being able to, you know, Zelle or Venmo or Revolut money, whatever it might be. When it comes to looking at where we are and the pace of change and how rapidly the bad actors are evolving, where do things stand? I mean, AI is obviously always in the conversation, but cyber criminals have been doing pretty well without AI. So, are they rushing to adopt it, or are they realizing it can, force multiply their email and send out SMS text outreach? What do you think about where we are in the timeline of all this?
We're still in I would almost say the early stages of where we can be with AI and amazing, great things, but as well as the fraudsters using it for some sort of bad acting. And the the change that you see is that the fraudsters have been very successful with phishing scams and emails and things like that in the past, but they've been more blanket and just kind of like throwing stuff out there to see who would respond to it in any way. Now with AI and the ability to search through multiple social media accounts and online communications and other methods to understand more about an individual that you want to target, you can be way more targeted on your delivery of that text message, especially for any kind of corporate scams. If you're trying to get into a corporation and you want to be able to get to a customer service agent who will then transfer you to the right person in accounting to get access to bank accounts and on the corporate level, or get access to systems within a corporation that you're not supposed to have access to. So there's the level of targeting, I think, is where we're going to see it just continue to grow, and the ability to have phishing scams that just give you more information or allow you to talk to somebody as though you just know them. And with voice clones and deep fakes and everything else, people are being so inundated with the phrasing of AI and all of these things that it's almost overwhelming. But I would challenge people to not be overwhelmed, but to do a little bit of research and create some sort of simplified view of how they can encapsulate it in their own mind, so that they can have awareness and education. And just like you said, I think the simplest thing is, if you feel any urgency at all by a text message or a phone call, even if it sounds like somebody that you know, if there's any urgency, you need to stop and take a breath and take a step back for a minute, because that is 100% a bad actor's go to in their tool bag. That's the most effective, is that urgency, because it puts people in that mindset that they need to act quickly and before they can have a chance to think about anything. And so that's probably what you said is probably one of the biggest pieces of advice that I would give.